Hello, I'm Harry Langdon. I'm a celebrity photographer, and welcome back to my channel. And I appreciate all of your comments, and it gives me a lot of encouragement to enthusiasm to do these projects. And so today we're talking about Donna Summers. She Works Hard for Her Money album cover. And so a lot of you I know you're fans out there of Donna Summer and want to find out more details about what went into the session. You know, the session, by the way, was done about 40 years ago. So, I'm trying to remember the best I can all the details. But it was a real interesting set of coincidences that happened on this session. Donna and I used to work together. Just some shootings didn't have a particular theme. She would come in and book a shooting, and she'd bring in her wardrobe. And Donna had an interesting thing that she did. She would collect clothes that she got at thrift stores. Now, some of you might know what that is, but they're actually used clothes. She had this beautiful mansion in Hancock Park in Los Angeles, and her upstairs attic was a huge attic, and she had all these beautiful clothes in there. So what she would do is she would experiment around with one outfit and another outfit, and she would come in for photo shoots and just do clothes, like little mini fashion shoots. Now, the one particular day we did a session, and it worked out pretty good, and so we shot for a couple hours. But that particular day, Donna was going to attend an affair at a restaurant in Los Angeles, West Hollywood, by the way, called Chasen's. Chasen's was a very famous eatery, as they call it, and that evening they're going to have a celebrity party with all, the superstars invited and all that. And it was to celebrate the Grammy Awards, especially Julio Iglesias. And I was invited to attend as well. So that evening, changed clothes and everything, and went to Chasen's and met Donna there. Donna was with her manager, her personal manager, Susan Maneo. And that we're all kibitzing and talking and, the usual things, okay, the Hollywood gala. And so Donna, I lost track of Donna and Susan until a little bit later. They came running up to me and they said, "We got it." I said, "What do you mean?" They said, "We've got the theme for our next album." And I said, "What do you mean?" In the ladies' restroom, there was a woman who's handing out towels. And Donna commented to her manager, Susan, "Man, she works hard for her money." And they had this epiphany that was it. And so that gave them the inspiration for her next album. And so I always remember that moment. They came up to me like a couple of kids and were so excited because they finally got a handle on their new album, because they've been doing these test shoots with me without any particular theme, but now they had a theme. Okay, so to cut away now and cut back to me, and I'm in my studio and I had a good time, and about a week transpired, and I got a phone call from an art director who I worked with before, and his name's Chris Worf. And Chris was a fabulous cover designer, and he said, "Harry, we're going to book a photo shoot with Donna." And I should know what that meant, right? Okay, so, "Okay, Chris, what's it all about?" He goes, "Just have your studio ready. You got to do your thing and be prepared. I'll tell you one thing, she's going to be wearing a waitress's outfit." I went, "Oh, okay." And he said, "It's going to be all about her new album." And he gave me one more clue: she works hard for her money. So I thought, oh, okay. So now, as a creative person, I had to just conjure up background ideas, and Donna on her own has had so much impact. So I wanted the background to be somewhat plain like this. And at that time, it was the beginning of the 80s. So we were experimenting with kind of shock value colors. So I thought, let's try something really different. A yellow background behind her because her outfit was pink. And I thought it would be a nice harmonizing, even a complementary color combination. So I got out our yellow seamless background, and I tried something different. These stripes in here were applied rather ingeniously, I must say so myself, and those stripes kind of gave it a design factor that was kind of pleasing to the eye. And so we got that. It was a real simple background. I decided to use a ring light that day for those out there that are technical people about photography. And so I shot the picture with a ring light. And what I wanted to point out, by the way, Donna arrived, by the way, with her waitress's outfit, Susan Mineo and a couple of assistants. And so she said, okay, let's get started. And so Donna did her own makeup. She always did her own makeup, by the way. And she really did a beautiful job, I must say, with her makeup because she was afraid of having somebody else touch her skin. She keloided real easy. Keloiding is like a scarring that happens when somebody scrapes your skin. So I thought this was interesting study about her makeup, how beautifully she applied it. She does all of her own clothes styling. She put this pencil in her hair to kind of go along with the theme of being a waitress. She even put Donna on her name tag. And so, interesting thing about Donna's makeup, she applied without any makeup at all, then she'd first apply a white base underneath it, something like the old masters used to do underpainting when they did their big masterpieces. So she put a white base on, and then she would apply a color that was Donna's color. So you don't see Donna's skin here, you see Donna with a certain color to it. And she used this beautiful lipstick, and so I thought that would be interesting to you, that what a wonderful job she did with her makeup just to be a waitress. Okay, so we started the shooting session. Music was playing. We had some of her beginning recordings of She Works Hard for Her Money. And so the shooting session only took about a half hour, this segment of the shooting. Okay, so what happened then, she said, okay, we're all going to pack up now. We're going to go somewhere else. Now, nobody told me about the next portion of the shooting session. The art director wasn't there. I'm totally on my own on this one. And so I had a good grasp of what she was doing, and so we got my assistants and our lights all packed up, and we went over to a diner in Century City in Los Angeles called Oz. At that time it was called Oz, A-H-S, Oz. And it was kind of like a retro diner with the stainless steel sinks and, the usual jukebox on the table. And so we went in and we set up the setting here at Oz, and this lady was here. Her name is Odetta Johnson. Odetta is the famous woman that Susan and Donna met at Chasen's in the restroom. The whole album is all about Odetta working hard for her money. It's really a beautiful story. And so Donna's there, scrubbing the counters and doing the whole thing. It was just a wonderful, inspired idea that Donna had. And so we went on, and this segment of the shooting may have only taken about 30 minutes. And so we went on and did that shooting. And by the way, I've got one of my favorite pictures here is myself and Donna and the jukebox. And so I don't have very many pictures with Donna, but this is one of my favorites. And so there's the retro sink and everything in the diner. And so what we did was, after the shoot, we got together all of the entourage that attended that shooting session. There's Susan Maneo's over here. There's me up here. There's obviously Donna. Bruce Sildano is her husband. He's in the foreground. And the other people are all people that are in Donna's entourage. And some of them are my assistants. And so we all were very gleeful about this session. And just an interesting aside, the previous album that we did was about bad girls on Sunset Boulevard. Bad girls, sunset people. So this album had, the theme of it was very joyful and kind of happy. And Donna, by the way, looked very angelic in this session. And so the whole concept, I think, was a nice balance to the bad girls on Sunset, and now the girl that works hard for her money. And everybody knows this song now. It's just become very common. It kind of echoes in our minds. And so this was a very, very successful album cover. And this is the way it turned out, with the pink type and everything, and there's Donna. And so I felt like that was a major achievement, because as you remember, nobody gave me any clue what to do, no art direction, just said, Harry, just be there with your camera, and Donna's going to be there with her costume, and then just do your thing, as they say. So I felt quite good about how this session came out. And we're going to talk about many, many more sessions with Donna. They're all totally inspired. A lot of them we just had to be real creative on the spur of the moment. And so I appreciate you all tuning into my channel. And I really appreciate your compliments or your comments. And I love it when you give a thumbs up at the end. So I read everybody's comments, by the way. It gives me a clue what to do on the next one. And I love it when you subscribe to my channel. And so anyway, have a wonderful day. That's all about Donna, and she works hard for her money, literally. And I'll see you on the next episode, okay? Bye.